I am Dr. Olly Love for the day, and I've got a list of people that have sent some bits in, and I'm going to try and help you guys out. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can give you some of my wise knowledge, and give you some of you lovely ladies, and obviously of course the guys, some help, and I hope that it's going to be useful. So I look forward to hearing your responses from these questions. First question here is from El Kitty. She says, hi there. I go to an all-girls school and there are no boys and no close boys around, so I don't have a boyfriend. Is that bad? Should I just chill out for a bit or keep looking for a guy? Please help me, Dr. Olly. And that's from El Kitty. I think that, obviously I don't know, it doesn't state how old you are, of course. I know that being a boy myself, we used to always go, oh, it'd be great to go to an all-girls school because there'd be lots of girls around. So I think the best thing for you to do is to just chill out and wait for the right guy to come along. I'm sure there'll be lots of guys that will try and find the all-girls school because, like I say, I used to when I was little. So I think the best thing for you to do really is just to chill out, not worry about it. I'm sure you'll meet a lovely boyfriend at some point. You know, like I say, I don't know how old you are, but of course, you know, there's plenty of time for you and boys. I'm sure you'll break lots of men's hearts along the way. So just chill out for now and you'll find someone. I hope that helps. Right. There is this boy I like, and I found out he likes me too. Everyone says that he's the hottest guy in school, and he is. But my mum says he's a bad boy, and she hates bad boys. How can I convince her to let him go out with me? From Lemon Sherbets, yeah? Lemon Sherbets. Okay, right, well, I think the best thing to do, I don't know if you've already done this already, but I think one of the best things that I always found is that whenever I met a really nice girl at school, I thought it was really, really important that it'd be good to go around and see the parents at home and have a conversation, get to know them, have dinner or something like that. I think the hardest thing for being, I don't know how, again, it doesn't state how old you are, but I think sometimes it shows a little bit of a level of maturity to actually say, do you know what, would it be okay if I can invite this guy that I like round for dinner, and your mum and dad can cook some food, and you can actually sit down and her parents can actually, you know, speak to him and get to know him a little bit. And of course that can be a little bit stressful, it can be very hard, but I think it will show them what kind of boy he is and what kind of lad he is, and they'll get a sense of if he's a really, really nice boy and if he has the best interests inside for you. So, and I think that'd be the best way for them to judge it, and hopefully that will convince your mum that he's a really nice lad, and I'm sure he is. So hopefully I think that's the best way that you should do it.
Lovely.
Do you reckon that's the best way?
Yeah, I think so.
If you want to convince your mum and dad, you've got to invite him round and got to meet him.
Definitely got to get the parents on side.
See? All right.
Are you a bit of a bad boy then? Is that how you know what to do?
No, I wasn't at school actually. I wasn't a bad boy at school. I was actually a very good boy. I was always a bit of a ladies' man at school. But I always felt that it was good to meet parents and always get them to feel a sense of that, you know, because I can understand how that must be feeling. You know, there's a young lad coming who's dating my daughter. You know, I'd like to know what kind of guy he is, and I always made an effort to say, look, it'd be really nice to meet your parents, just so they can get an idea of who I am. That was probably a little bit more mature for me, at being at the age of 12, 13, 14, thinking like that, but I always felt that was the best way for it, because knowing that I had a sister as well that was, you know, older than me, that I knew that the way my dad was with guys coming around, he was very conscious and very worried about who they were going to be. So I think the best thing to do is to get him to meet your parents and get him to sit down and have dinner, or even just come round for a few hours in the evening so they can get to know him a little bit, before you make anything before you really make a concrete decision on making a relationship out of it. Next one, Olly, what advice would you give to someone? Oh, sorry, I'll start again. Olly, what advice would you give to someone who has never had a boyfriend? I think I have some sort of fear of getting too close to someone. I need your help getting out of this. Please help me, Olly. This is from Lisa82. Do you know what? I never had a proper girlfriend during high school until I was probably around about 15, 16. So, I mean, it's whenever you feel right. You shouldn't feel pressured by anyone. You shouldn't feel pressured because all your other friends maybe have boyfriends or not. I think the best thing for you is just to wait till you find someone that you really, really like. Take it slow, take your time with it, and you'll know when it feels right. Probably at the moment, you probably feel a little bit insecure. I don't know how old you are, so if you're quite young, if you're 11, 12, 13, you know, you might just feel a little bit not too sure how this is going to work out. I'm not too sure if I want a boyfriend just yet. I've never really had one before. I think you'll know when it feels right. You'll know when you've met a guy that you fancy. And I think the best thing for you to do is to find someone that really, really likes you, someone that really is going to appreciate you, someone that's going to do a lot for you as well, and someone that you can confide in, because, you know, your first boyfriend's always the most nervous one, and sometimes you need to get that kind of out of the way quite quickly. But I'm sure you'll find someone, and like I said, I didn't go out with someone until I was sort of 15, 16, my first proper girlfriend. So, you know, you've got plenty of time, babe. Don't worry about it, and you know, don't be pressured into getting a boyfriend, and don't worry what other people say. It's all about how comfortable, you know, you will feel, and I'm sure you'll find someone at some point. I've fallen in love with someone who already has a girlfriend.
This is the age-old one.
The worst thing is that I'm definite that is not just a crush. Help from Little Miss Sunshine. Well, what can I say? I've never been someone to... I don't condemn cheating. I don't condemn anything like that. So the only thing I can say, really, is that you're just going to have to... It's a hard one, this one. Because I've been in that situation where you really, really like someone, you just want to tell them. Sometimes just getting the right opportunity, but you don't want to be the one to go and break someone else's heart, because I've had that done to me before from someone, and where I've had someone I really liked and some other guys muscled in, told her how much he liked her, and then she's dumped me for him, and it's not a nice place to be. But, you know, sometimes I realise actually that girl wasn't the best for me, and I ended up meeting someone else that was better. So it can kind of work in two different ways, but I think that the best thing for you to do is to sort of not make any moves and just wait for the right time. Whereas, you know, they might break up at some point, they might not. But I'm not the bearer of bad news, and I don't think you should be. So I don't think you should you should go in there and try and break them up. I think the best thing for you to do is just to see, you know, if the guy comes and talks to you and he's giving you an attraction and he's telling you that he likes you, then I would turn around and say, do you know what, I like you too, but you're in a relationship and I don't want you guys to, you know, if you don't want to be with her anymore, then tell her, you know, and then we can maybe do something. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to cause any problems, and I wouldn't recommend that. That's not a very nice place to be. So, I think for you personally, I think you should just, unfortunately have to keep your feelings to yourself, find someone else. But if this guy does seem to be attracted to you in some way, shape or form, then you can say to him that you do like him. But, you know, if there's anything that's going to happen between me and you, then you're going to have to split up with your partner. That's how I would play it. Last one. Okay. My friend is nearly 17 and she likes a guy who's 25. Is that too old? How old is too old? From EB4AM. Well, this is a tough one as well, because, you know, I'm actually 26. So the problem with me is that the 17, you know, if you put 10 years on from 17 and 25, then you'll be looking at a 27-year-old dating a 35-year-old, which in my head is absolutely fine. There's absolutely no problem with that at all. The only problem I have is the fact that, you know, your friend, you know, is only 17 and this guy is 25. And I think the most important thing for a 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old is that you've got a lot of growing up to do. You've just come out of school, you're in college, you're focusing on your career, you've got lots of different things in the pipeline, where you want to go, what you want to do. Whereas a 25-year-old will pretty much kind of know where it's going in terms of his career or where he's going. He might not particularly know exactly where he's going, but, you know, the opportunities for someone as a 17, 18-year-old is a lot greater. And I think that getting in a relationship with a guy that's that little bit, well, he's nearly 8 years older, is a little bit tricky. Now, I've always, you know, you can't deny sometimes who you like and who you fancy. I don't know who the 25-year-old is, and, you know, I don't know what kind of guy he is. He could be a really, really top guy. So, but my personal opinion is, I think that, you know, she should not go out with a 25-year-old. I think she should take her time, and if it's meant to be, if he's someone that will, you know, that's meant to be, then who knows, when she gets into her 20s, and maybe he's just entering his 30s, if it's something that will happen, it will happen. But I just don't think now that a 17-year-old really should date a 25-year-old. I think it's a little bit too, just that little bit too early in your age group really to be doing that.
Great. Thanks, Dr. Olly.
Thank you guys for having me as Dr. Olly for the day. I'll look forward to doing this again in the future. I hope my opinions have helped you guys out. You know, at the end of the day, it's only my opinion and my advice. I don't want you guys to take that and say, well, that's what Olly said, I should do it. if you know, or sometimes you just go with your heart and how you feel, and if you feel that's the best way to go, then do it. I feel like in life you make mistakes, and you have to make them mistakes to become the person that you are in the future. So if you make a mistake and it is the wrong decision, then you know, it will make you a better person for it. So, but always go with your heart and always go with your feelings, and you'll be fine.